Yeah, well, this again, this it's usually Xerxes is a family name, but it's because of these sorts of things. It seems quite not incredible that the name of Xerxes referred to Darius the First, or and there's more evidence for that simply because here you will note that that Nehemiah says, and from the time that the king gave me charge to be governor in the land of Judah, from the 20th year even unto the 32nd year of King Artaxerxes, our Darius, that is 12 years, I and my brethren have not eaten the bread of the governor. So this king reigned for at least 32 years. When you look up in Ptolemy's canon, we see Darius the Great, also called Xerxes, according to Herodotus, reigns for 36 years. And you'd have to go to the middle of the 5th century to get to Artaxerxes Macrochir. Well, who this guy is called, anyway, he's after the Xerxes who was the Persian king who attacked the Greeks at Plataea and Marathon and all that. But here we are, Darius the Great. He reigned for 36 years, and in the book of Ezra he's also called Darius. And in the book of Ezra, the Jewish temple is rebuilt in I think it's the 6th year of the reign of, what is it, the 16th year of the reign of Darius, which is obviously 70 years after 587, which is the 70 years after the fall of Jerusalem. The temple is rebuilt. And this is taken from the Babylonian astronomical tablets. Now, so, noticing that if you have the reign of Darius the First, 36 years, now 32 years from Nehemiah is 4 years earlier, so if his reign ends in 486, then the 32nd year of the king must have been 490. Now 490 is obviously 10 times 7 times 7, and it's also equal to this number. This number in the book of Daniel, 70 weeks, that's 70 times 7, and know whether therefore understand that from the going forth of the commandment to bring again the people and to build Jerusalem, unto Messiah the Prince there shall be 7 weeks. This verse says there'll be 69 weeks. And so why is there 69 rather than 70? Well, some people say that Jesus wasn't born in 0 AD, that he was actually born earlier because of the death of Herod was in 4 BC, so Jesus must have actually been born before the death of Herod the Great, which was in 4 BC. So that's a question, but you see, it's interesting to note that Jesus returns to, or at least Jesus returns to the Promised Land in around 0 BC from Egypt, which is an interesting question why Matthew's Gospel says, out of Egypt I called my son. When Mary and Joseph are told to bring Jesus back to the promised land from Egypt. So it's interesting to note that that there's some important dates, sacred dates, say,